here, our great sponsors. You'll see them at the remaining Milers Clubs meets, so please support our sponsors. So go and visit them over at the tent, Lockie Aspinall. Representing St Stephen's here, but he's on duty for On tonight. Also, Luke Bell here as well. So go and visit our friends from On and see what they've got to offer. As we move now to the men's J 1500 metres, we have got 14 starters. Josh Lewin from St Kevin's is in station 1. Jackson Lynch Deacon in 2. Jacob Timms from Doncaster in 3. From Melbourne Uni, Cameron Lee is in 5. Edward Gibson from Mentone in 6. Antonio Russo, Glenn Huntley is in 7. From Old Scotch, Thomas Lindemann in 8. Jerry Stamoulis is in 9. From Essendon, Sam Meehan in 10. Tobias Lawrence in 11. Liam Stocky from Old Severians in 12. From Glen Huntley, George Fowler 13. Bailey Sharp, Western A's 14. And Thomas Scott from Mentone is in 15. They're our starters in the men's J 1500 metres. So nice even start. Let's see if we can spot the pacer. Charles Chandler, I think, is up there again. So this is the men's J. We're looking at seed times around the 4:27 through to 4:30. It's really bunched, this one, as we see them settling in nicely. And Chandler doing the job out front once again. Lewin saw him run the 800, doubling up into this 1500 as well. So our mission here, let's try and get as many under that 4:30 mark as possible. So quite a mix of youngsters and a couple of other older, wiser runners, and one of those, Antonio Russo, currently just sitting at the back of the field, biding his time. And it's actually Christian pacing again. So Russo at the back there with Jackson Lynch from Deakin. Very tightly bunched, as we would expect. As I said, the mix of times, not much at all. Liam Stocky, one of the runners up there at the moment. So 69, 70, 71, thereabouts. So this is exactly where we'd expect them. So perfect pacing there from Christian Knox out front as Bailey Sharp decides he wants to get a little bit of the piece of the action. So Thomas Lindemann, I think he's doubling up after the 800s as well. Josh Lewin certainly doing that. So a few of the younger guys doing their double dip here tonight at Milers Club. As we see, Christian's out now. He's taken them for 500 metres, and now Bailey Sharp leads the way in the Western Athletics uniform. So Liam Stocky also up there. From Athletics S, that's Sam Meehan also in the mix. But gee, they're still tightly bunched here, and a lot can happen. We'll have 2 laps to go as they come through now. And Sharp leading it, setting a very, very solid pace. Meehan to the outside. On the inside there, hadn't called him yet, but that's George Fowler in the Glen Huntley uniform, and he's looking strong. Thomas Scott from Mentone, just tailing a little bit, but it's still in contact. You see Russo just getting on the back there of that lead bunch. So Bailey Sharp still leads it. A little bit of a move coming. There's a few moves coming now. So they start to really settle them down. They'll be coming through the 1 kilometre mark shortly. So So they're going to be just under or right on that 3-minute mark as they come through the 1K. So sitting on 4:30 pace, I think we're going to see quite a few of these young men under that 4:30 and maybe some of the not so young as well. As Bailey Sharp leads the way. Sitting to the outside of him and making a good move there. That is Tobias Lawrence. Also up there is Cameron Lee from Melbourne Uni. So Bailey Sharp has given up the lead. So Tobias Lawrence, got a seed time of 4:30. He's going to get a few of these boys under that as we're seeing some good moves, including the Deacon runner there in Jackson Lynch starting to make his move as well. Coming alongside Bailey Sharp. Cameron Lee moving on nicely. Russo sitting into the next position just ahead of his Glenn Huntley teammate. But out front, Tobias Lawrence. He's leading the way. So let's get behind them into this home straight. Try and get as many sub 4:30s as we possibly can here. Not many have broken it, but let's get a few more under. So 4:10 right now. We're going to get a whole pile of them under the 4:30, which is going to be good to see. But Tobias Lawrence looking the goods here. Great run here from Jackson Lynch. He's come through nicely, but Lawrence will take it. Unofficially 4:23. Also up there, Jerry Stamoulis. Good finish there from Fowler. Nice run from Russo. Bailey Sharp did a lot of the work. Lee coming through now. Josh Lewin doubled beautifully. So too Lindemann. Stocky coming through. Also, that's Thomas Scott. And rounding out was Jacob Timms from Doncaster.